Hey you, welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
I'm wife.
And together we're reading the Bible.
Starting with Genesis and eventually ending with Revelations, we're working through every book and offering our atheist 2 cents.
Or shekels.
Yeah, those. We're asking questions and pointing out all the nonsense.
We aren't academics or scholars.
Nope. In fact, when it comes to religion, we really don't know anything at all.
What we've learned so far is that God's a dick.
Oh, he really is, isn't he? If you're interested in how we reached this startling conclusion, maybe start from episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in anywhere. It's all good.
Yep.
Hey wife, we just got a new sponsor. It's Anchor. They must think we're doing something right because they picked us back up.
That's amazing. Want to hear something even more amazing?
Yeah?
I actually know what they are.
You are full of shit. I'm calling your bluff. Tell me about Anchor.
Okay, so Anchor by Spotify is the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place.
I'm actually surprised you knew that, but did you also know that Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer?
Yes, because I see you do that on your phone all the time and it looks pretty simple.
It really is, and when hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
But I use CastBox.
Yeah, darling, I know you like CastBox. It gets distributed there too, and lots of other platforms as well.
And how much are we paying for this awesome service?
Absolutely nothing.
Coolio! So then we should tell people to download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started?
Yep, do it now.
So, do you remember what happened last time?
Trying really hard here. I remember there was a covenant.
But do you remember why?
It was something really stupid.
So
I think I said that they could have spit shook on it.
Yeah. What happened was Abimelech was going to sleep with Sarah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. And God was going to kill him and stuff.
And God was like, don't you touch a hair on her head. Boom,
right.
Boom, boom. And then he's like, whoa, dude, God, what the... And then Sarah's like, oh, wait, no, that's right. We don't ever get to hear what Sarah thinks of the whole thing because women don't matter.
Right. I mean, that's made perfectly clear.
Right. So that was part of it. And then there was the birth of Isaac.
Oh, yeah, the true son that's not the bastard son of the wife that wasn't really a wife that's named Hagar and...
Right, and Hagar and Ishmael got sent away.
Right.
Yeah, so you remember all that?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So what are we talking about today?
We are talking about Genesis 20, chapters 22 and 23.
Okay.
That sounds right.
Sure.
Okay.
All right, well, let's do this thing.
Okay.
Hey, wife.
Yes, husband.
Did you know that we are now on Patreon?
Yes, because you told me, but also, no, tell me more.
So we're on Patreon now.
Are we?
We are, and our supporters can go there and support us, and we have multiple levels all the way up to You Killed God.
That sounds really drastic and escalated quickly-ish.
Well, no, there's multiple levels before there, so it escalates on a sliding scale of, cheap to not cheap. Oh. But, we can definitely use any amount, so, any support is always appreciated.
So, what exactly is Patreon?
It's a place where you can show your support for our podcast. And
just our podcast?
Any podcast or any performer. But, we're the ones that, you're listening to right now. So maybe you should, support us. That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. But we love you anyway.
So all you got to do is go to Patreon, look up Sacrilegious Discourse. It's actually patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse is our actual main page there. So head on over and send us some love.
Yeah. Okay, so we're about to get into some real bullshittery.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Genesis chapter 22 is serious bullshit.
Unlike the other serious bullshit.
I mean, there's a lot of serious bullshit but this one is not boring. It's serious bullshit.
Okay.
It's called Abraham Commanded to Offer Isaac. Are you familiar with this story?
Not offhand, no.
Okay, it is bullshittery at its finest.
All right, well, let's hear it.
Okay. Sometime later, God tested Abraham's faith. Abraham! Exclamation point. God called. Yes, he replied. Here I am. Take your son, your only son. Last I checked, he has two.
Yeah.
I guess
Ishmael's
only one.
Ishmael's just like nothing.
Poor Ishmael. He's crap. He's garbage.
Yeah.
He's illegitimate.
Forget about Ishmael.
Yeah.
I mean, you raped that one woman for it, and
right.
with my blessing apparently, and
right.
And now we're just not going to talk about that anymore.
They don't count now. Take your son, your only legitimate son.
Only, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, Isaac, whom you love so much, and go to the land of Moriah. Like Mariah Carey? Just kidding. Go and sacrifice him as a burnt offering on one of the mountains which I will show you.
What the hell?
Yeah, just go kill your kid.
That's ridiculous.
I told you it was bullshittery.
That is bullshittery at its best.
I mean, let me just ask you this. So God comes down and is like, go sacrifice your kid on a mountain.
Oh, hell no. No. Isn't there that other religion that you die and you get like a bunch of virgins or some shit?
I think that might be like Islam or something.
Sure, like that sounds a hell of a lot better.
You need virgins?
I mean, it sounds better than sacrificing my kid.
How about just nothing? How about you just die and you don't have to sacrifice virgins or kids?
That's what I tend to believe, but whatever.
My. I know if God came down and told me sacrifice your kid, I would be like, you need to go fuck yourself.
Right. Oh, totally.
I mean, This is bullshit.
Yeah.
But Abraham does it. The next morning, Abraham got up early. He saddled his donkey.
Got up early.
He got up early. And he saddled his donkey and took 2 of his servants with him, along with his son Isaac. Then he chopped wood for a fire for a burnt offering and set out for the place God had told him about. On the 3rd day of their journey, Abraham looked up and saw the place in the distance. Stay here with the donkey, Abraham told the servants. The boy and I will travel a little farther. Yeah, he doesn't want his fucking servants to see what he's about to do.
Well, yeah, because it's bullshit.
Right? The boy and I will travel a little farther. We will worship there, and then we will come right back.
And now he's lying.
Yeah, he's a fucking liar. He is just sneaking off to go kill his kid, and he doesn't want anybody to see what he's about to do, because even he knows this probably ain't.
I wonder if he even discussed this with Sarah.
I have no idea.
I mean, probably not, right?
I wonder if Sarah
would not be okay with this.
She might have some choice words.
Right?
So Abraham placed the wood for the burnt offering on Isaac's shoulders. I wonder if Isaac knows what's about to happen.
I mean, I doubt it. He's carrying his own freaking firewood to his own death.
I don't know.
Crap.
While he himself carried the fire and the knife. As the 2 of them walked on together, Isaac turned to Abraham and said, Father? Yes, my son, Abraham replied. We have the fire and the wood, the boy said, but where is the sheep for the burnt offering?
So he doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I mean,
damn.
So he's lying to his own son.
Well, he's about to, look. God will provide a sheep for the burnt offering, my son, Abraham answered. So he lied to the servants. He's lying to his son. He probably didn't tell Sarah. And he's just going to sneak off and he's just going to go kill his son.
This just doesn't sound very godly. Like, shouldn't you be saying the truth? Shouldn't you be telling exactly, like, I'm sorry, son, but God has said that you need to be sacrificed for the greater good of the world.
And I don't know why, and I don't care why. I'm not going to ask why.
It's God's word.
Yep, and I just blindly do whatever God tells me.
But no, he's going to lie because it's easier.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
And also because this is bullshit.
Right.
And they both walked on together. When they arrived at the place where God had told him to go, Abraham built an altar and arranged the wood on it. Then he tied his son Isaac and laid him on the altar on top of the fucking wood.
So
what the hell?
I'm just imagining him sitting there going, Dad?
Yeah, right.
Dad? What the fuck is going on here?
I'm sorry I came in late yesterday, but Jesus Christ, this is a bit far. When you said I was grounded, I thought you meant like to my room, not like to death.
Right? Yeah.
And Abraham picked up the knife to kill his son as a sacrifice.
Jesus.
Boom. That's like a mic drop. Like, boom.
Right.
He's about to kill his kid. The end.
Right.
At that moment, the angel of the Lord called to him from heaven. Abraham! Exclamation point. Abraham! Exclamation point. Yes, Abraham replied. Here I am. Don't lay a hand on that boy! Exclamation point. The angel said. Do not hurt him in any way, for now I know that you truly fear God. Which is
because fear is a good thing.
I know that you should always fear your leader, not respect and admire.
I mean, I totally love working for people that make me fear them.
And
that's
when you're in charge of people, don't you like when they fear you?
Yeah, I lead by fear all the time.
Yeah, that's definitely something that's written in every leadership manual ever.
In no way whatsoever.
Right, yeah. This is bullshit. This God is dumb. It's like he's never read any management book ever.
I should get him the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People.
Oh my goodness. You have not withheld from me even your son, your only son. Well, your only legitimate son.
Right.
Then Abraham looked up and saw a ram caught by its horns in a thicket. So he took the ram and sacrificed it as a burnt offering in place of his son.
Oh, goody, look, there's something we can kill.
Yay! I love killing things.
Because we got to kill something. Shit,
oh,
we're already here. We got the wood.
Abraham named the place Yahweh Yireh, which means the Lord will provide. To this day, people still use that name as a proverb. On the mountain of the Lord, it will be provided.
So Yahweh is that's another name for the Lord, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm surprised you knew that.
And what exactly is a proverb? Do you know?
A proverb is like a saying. It's like it's a saying that is a lesson.
Okay, all right. So like these are tales that got handed down after Bible.
No, you're thinking parable.
Oh, okay.
A parable is a story that got handed down that has a moral or a point.
Okay.
Whereas a proverb is just a phrase or a quote that has a moral or a point.
Got it. Okay.
Then the angel of the Lord called again to Abraham from heaven. This is what the Lord says. Because you have obeyed me and have not withheld even your son, your only son, I swear by my own name that I will certainly bless you.
I swear to me.
Oh, me, damn it. I cannot get past that. Like, he is swearing on his own name. Doesn't that...
Right.
Like, if I told you...
That's what we should just start saying. We should say, I swear to me.
Like, husband, I promise on me, my own name, that I did not buy more scrapbooking or planner supplies.
Just by the nature of it, isn't that like a meaningless saying? Like, a meaningless thing?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Why should I care if you swear to yourself?
Right? Like, either you're telling the truth and I believe you, or you're telling the truth and I don't believe you, or you're lying and I believe you, or you're lying and I don't believe you. Like, those are your 4 options there.
Right.
Like, you swearing on your own name doesn't really matter into it.
Right, yeah.
I will multiply your descendants beyond number. You know, just like I already fucking said
a million times. Yeah, he was going to have descendants that are more than the stars, remember? Or
dust, he's about to say it again. Like the stars in the sky and the sand on the seashore. Very good memory, dear.
Yeah.
Your descendants will conquer the cities of their enemies, because conquering is awesome.
But not until 400 years is up, probably.
I don't know.
Because they got to be slaves for a bit.
Yeah, they do have to be slaves for a bit. And through your descendants, all the nations of the earth will be blessed. All because you have obeyed me.
Okay.
So he was going to kill his kid.
Right. But because he didn't, then God's going to do what he promised he was going to do.
Anyway. Like, what would have happened if Abraham was like, nah, that seems not right. That seems...
Right.
Like, why couldn't he be testing his faith that way?
Well, I'm sure somebody that, believes in all this crap would be like, well, it's tests, and God knows that he's going to pass them. That's how he already knew. But it's about building that faith and showing them why they're faithful and blah, 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 blah.
I just don't need that kind of God.
Right.
I don't need to prove myself to you
it's all so stupid.
By about to kill my kid.
Right. I'm not going to kill my kid for you, dude.
No.
Fuck off.
And shame on you for asking.
Right. Totally.
No good God would ask that of a person.
Yeah, I agree.
Dumb. Okay, your descendants, blah, blah, blah. Then they returned to the servants. Oh, so it turns out he wasn't lying when he told them to wait and they'd be back.
He was right. Well, he was lying based on his knowledge at the time.
Yeah. And they traveled back to Beersheba, where Abraham continued to live. Soon after this, Abraham heard that Milcah, his brother Nahor's wife, had borne Nahor 8 sons. The oldest was named Uz. The next oldest was Booz, followed by Kemuel.
Ooze and booze?
U-Z.
Oh. Yeah.
Uz,
maybe.
And Buzz?
Buzz? Okay.
I don't know. Followed by Kemuel, the ancestor of the Arameans, Kesad, Hazo, Pildash, Jidlaph, and Bethuel. Bethuel became the father of Rebekah. I know that she's like a person later in the Bible, but...
I think... Didn't you tell me you like one of those stories or something that she's in?
Maybe. I don't remember well enough.
I could be wrong.
I'm not really familiar with a lot of this stuff, but when I am, you'll know it.
Got it.
In addition to these 8 sons from Milcah, Nahor had 4 other children from his concubine, Ruma.
So they got a concubine, huh?
Oh my gosh. Oh, me. Their names were Teba, Gaim, Tahash, and Mecca.
I mean, this, you know how, like, Christians are always, like, one man, one woman type thing and marriage and blah, 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 blah. It was pretty loose back then. You know?
It was like, so loose. Like, it was definitely a man's world.
I'm going to go fuck.
I'm going to go fuck if you're a man.
Right.
If you're a woman, you're just like, I have to be fucked by so many men. Please don't kill me and let me have food.
Oh, and I really, really like burying all these children all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
All the time.
I love having babies.
That's my job.
So
that and cooking.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah. I've got to cook, wash people's feet, and have babies.
Yeah. What I find absurd is that there's this whole fucking chapter on Abraham sacrificing / not sacrificing his son Isaac. And then there's just this little tidbit at the end where, oh, and Abraham had a sister who had all these kids. The end.
Oh, so
that's the end of the chapter.
Yeah, that's so... They just throw that shit in all the time. It's like... Oh, yeah, by the way, here they go. Okay,
yeah, here's a great story. I mean, great being, questionable.
These dumbasses, it's like they forgot to add portions in. They're like, wait, how are we going to explain this later if we don't throw this in? Okay, just write a little blurb there at the end of that one.
So, Isaac was almost killed, but he wasn't. And then Abraham found out his sister had 1,000 babies. The end.
Right. Yeah, it just seems a little slapped together sometimes.
This is a horrible book.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to go on to chapter 23.
Yeah.
All right, see you guys in a minute.
So after all of that murder and mayhem that got avoided and averted, are you ready for Genesis chapter 23?
I guess so.
Abraham buys a burial ground for Sarah.
Oh, is Sarah going to die?
I think she's going to die.
He had to buy it? I thought he owned fucking half the world.
That's what I thought too, so I don't know, I find that a little surprising.
Right?
When Sarah was 127 years old...
Wait, I thought they couldn't live past 120.
I don't fucking know. I can't even keep track anymore.
All right.
And does it really matter? Who cares?
Right, yeah.
She died at Kiriath Arba, now called Hebron, in the land of Canaan. There, Abraham mourned and wept for her. I mean... That's nice, but how much could he really love her when he was perfectly fine fucking her maid?
Hagar.
Yeah. Then, leaving her body, he said to the Hittite elders, "Here I am, a stranger and a foreigner among you. Please sell me a piece of land so I can give my wife a proper burial."
Oh, so he was traveling in some land that he didn't own, which was not...
I don't understand why he was traveling at all.
He travels a lot for I can't figure out why.
It doesn't make any sense.
You have all this land, why are you always somewhere else?
Yeah, why wouldn't you just stay on your own fucking land?
Right.
And then you could bury your wife at home.
I mean, maybe he likes to travel, I guess. There could be that.
But she's 127.
Yeah, you just...
Stay home.
If you're 127, you just stay at home.
You just stay home.
Yeah.
The Hittites replied to Abraham, "Listen, my lord, you are an honored prince among us. Choose the finest of our tombs and bury her there. No one here will refuse to help you in this way." Okay. Then Abraham bowed low before the Hittites and said, "Since you are willing to help me in this way, be so kind as to ask Ephron, son of Zohar, to let me buy his cave at Machpelah, down at the end of his field. I will pay the full price in the presence of witnesses, so I will have a permanent burial place for my family." So they used to bury them in caves?
I guess.
I mean, I know Jesus was buried in a cave for 3 days.
Yeah.
Before he came back to life.
It makes sense. It's down below ground, and it's sort of like a natural, like...
But, like, how many caves can there be before you're like, we don't have any more caves?
There's quite a few caves.
But are there enough for every single person who ever gets buried? Because it's not like...
I don't know. Why don't we ask a scientist?
That's a good question.
There's a lot of room in Mammoth Cave.
Are there enough caves in the world for all the people to be buried in? A scientist, let us know.
Right.
Ephron was sitting there among the others, and he answered Abraham as the others listened, speaking publicly before all the Hittite elders of town. No, my lord, he said to Abraham, please listen to me. I will give you the field and the cave. Here in the presence of my people, I give it to you. Go and bury your dead. Wow.
People just give this guy, like, everything.
I know. They must have really liked him.
I guess.
Either that or they knew he was in tight with God and they were like...
I mean, the word's probably getting around at this point. Like,
yeah.
Don't screw with this guy. He's like...
Just give him whatever he wants and then try to get away from him.
Maybe God won't kill you.
Yeah.
Or, like, make your women barren or something.
Right? Jeez. Abraham again bowed low before the citizens of the land, and he replied to Ephron as everyone listened. No, listen to me. I will buy it from you. Let me pay the full price for the field so I can bury my dead there. Shut up and take my money. Ephron answered Abraham, my lord, please listen to me. They're both like, listen.
Right.
Listen.
They're fighting over
the
wrong sides of, like, whatever. Yeah, okay.
It's like... Dad loves you more. No, he loves me. What? No.
I want God to bless me, so take this damn land.
Right?
That's kind of what it sounds like.
The land is worth 400 pieces of silver, but what is that between friends? Go ahead and bury your dead. So Abraham agreed to Ephron's price and paid the amount he had suggested, 400 pieces of silver, weighed according to the market standard. The Hittite elders witnessed the transaction. So Abraham bought the plot of land belonging to Ephron at Machpelah near Mamre. This included the field itself, the cave that was in it, and all the surrounding trees. It was transferred to Abraham as his permanent possession in the presence of the Hittite elders at the city gate.
I mean, to cover it in this much detail, it sounds like this land must become something more than...
Like...
But maybe not.
Then
but maybe
this
not.
Awesome thing happened.
Right, but maybe not.
But I'm like 3 sentences from the end of the chapter.
Oh, so apparently it's probably not.
Probably
anything.
Not.
But like, if you were reading a regular book,
yeah,
you'd expect this to be like something. Oh, what's this going to be?
What's going on that land?
Right.
Why is that guy so eager to give it away?
Right.
Maybe it's haunted. Maybe there's vampires.
Or why is Abraham so eager to buy it?
Right. Is there gold or oil?
And with all the God things happening, maybe God like has some plans because Abraham's buying it or something. Whatever.
Yeah. If this was a real story, it could be so interesting.
Right.
But it's not. So it's horrible.
It's really stupid.
It was transferred to Abraham as his permanent possession in the presence of the Hittite elders at the city gate. Then Abraham buried his wife Sarah there in Canaan in the cave of Machpelah near Mamre, also called Hebron. So the field and the cave were transferred from the Hittites to Abraham for use as a permanent burial place. The end.
That's so boring. That was just like land transfer for burial.
Right?
There it is.
That whole chapter was just...
I bought land, I buried wife, the end.
Yeah. That whole chapter was.
Right. And then... I'm sorry.
This is just so
What
dumb.
the hell is that?
What is any of this? This is so... It's so confusing, backwards, dumb...
Pointless,
repetitive sometimes, and leaves out lots of details other times.
Right, yeah. Like, I still want to know more about, what's the hunter guy?
The hunter guy, Nimrod?
Nimrod, yeah, I love Nimrod. I mean, Nimrod sounds exciting, but they left all the details out. They're just like, Nimrod, greatest hunter of all time.
The end.
I'm like, what the fuck? Let's hear more about Nimrod. He sounds interesting.
I mean, for all we know, he's like the Hercules of his time,
right? I want to know about this guy.
I'm going to write a story about Nimrod just to make you happy.
I think we should do a bonus episode at the end of this where we do some research into Nimrod and see if there's any, like, information on him.
Okay, that could be fun. Yeah.
Like, not at the end of Genesis.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll look into Nimrod.
Okay.
Because I really want to know more about Nimrod.
I will see what I can...
And I'm really hoping there's more information about Nimrod. I really like saying the word Nimrod.
I noticed. dig up for you.
All right. Great. All right. Well, I guess that's it for this week.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we will see you guys next Tuesday.
No, this is a Tuesday, isn't it?
No.
Oh, is this a Thursday?
Yeah. No. Oh, yeah.
What?
No, this is a Tuesday. We'll see you on Thursday.
Who even knows?
We never know what day of the week it is. Also, we pre-record these, so sorry.
What is time?
Yeah, exactly.
And who cares?
We'll see you sometime anyway.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
Husband.
Yes, wife.
Is there a way for people to contact us?
Well, sure. They can get on our Twitter account.
We have a Twitter account?
We do.
What is it?
It is sacrilegious_D.
Like D for discourse?
Yeah, they wouldn't let me put the whole thing, so I had to shorten it to _D.
I hate them.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
How do you spell sacrilegious? Do you know?
I don't want to. Just look it up in a dictionary or something. I don't want to do that right now.
You know why?
Sacrilegious_D. Okay?
Because you messed it up and I made you fix it. That's why.
Yeah.
What about an email?
Yeah, we got that too.
What is it?
sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com.
Oh, well, that's easy.
Yeah.
As long as you know how to spell sacrilegious.
Right. Well, definitely get a hold of us. Let us know what you thought of the episode. And, any comments, hate mail. We love that kind of stuff.
Also, you could answer some questions that we leave throughout or, correct my pronunciations.
Yeah,
which are probably
please.
bad, wrong, and horrible.
Because we suck sometimes.
Absolutely!
Oh, also, if you like this shit or whatnot, give us a like on your podcasting app and stuff, or even leave a comment or something.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Goodbye.